Hello everybody, welcome in to today's Daily Sports Take. It's Saturday, I hope everybody's enjoying the weekend. I mean, if there even really is a weekend anymore. But anyways, yesterday I started continuing my draft coverage because the NFL draft is now 5 days away on April 23rd. So I'm going over sleepers in this year's draft class. Yesterday, if you missed that video, be sure to check it out. I talked about 3 offensive sleepers who could be drafted in the late rounds here in 2020 but still have an impact. So if you would like to do so, go back and watch that video, leave a like on it, and hey, if you're not already, you're just here randomly, I'd love it and appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel. So today, I'm going over 3 sleepers on the defensive side of the ball. So I'll start here with cornerback John Reid out of Penn State. Reid is 5'10", 187 pounds. He won all Big Ten honors 3 times in 2015, 2016, and 2018. He missed the 2017 season because of an ACL injury, but John Reid has been an impactful player for Penn State his entire career. Last season in man-to-man coverage, he had 97 opportunities, and on 18 targets towards him, he only allowed 6 completions while breaking up 5 passes and having an interception as well. So Reid makes plays in man-to-man coverage. The only reason why he slipped so far is, 2 reasons. First, his size, 5'10", isn't big for a defensive back. And second, Penn State played a lot of zone coverage over the past few years, so John Reid doesn't have a lot of tape on him in man-to-man coverage, but man-to-man coverage is where he excels, at least so far in a limited role in college. Now, there are some concerns that his speed won't be able to keep up with some better receivers in the NFL, but I think he comes in immediately as a special teams player and a third down nickel cornerback in the NFL who can make plays in passing situations. I think John Reid is a steal in this draft class. I would consider him almost as good as a corner as a Jeff Gladney or maybe even a Trayvon Diggs with just less size and a little bit less exposure to NFL scouts. So if you get him in the 4th or 5th round, I think he would be a steal for any NFL team. Now, sticking in the secondary and in the Big Ten, this time we've got safety Geno Stone out of Iowa. Stone is 5'10", 207 pounds, and he ran a 4.62 40 at the combine. So he's not the fastest safety, but Geno Stone has a lot of similarities in how he plays his game to Derwin James and Isaiah Simmons, where yes, he's listed as a safety, but he really is a positionless defender. And if he were as big as a Derwin James or an Isaiah Simmons in size, and he had played it maybe in the SEC or played at Clemson, he would be considered a first-round talent in the top 15 this year. So you look at his skill set, and you say he has very similar skills to those guys. But because of his size, scouts are worried that he won't be able to make any big plays in the NFL. I'm not too concerned about his size. His IQ allows him to read the quarterback's eyes. He's great in the RPO situations, and he's also great at making plays by reading the wide receiver. So I think that he can come into this league and make plays as a third down cornerback, safety, linebacker, because he really is positionless, immediately on day number 1 for any NFL franchise that drafts him in the 3rd, 4th, or 5th round. His way of playing football is the future of defense in the NFL, and I think that he will make an immediate impact and possibly set the stage for other players to play positionless defense even at his size, because we've already seen success with Derwin James and likely with Isaiah Simmons. I think Geno Stone could be the next on that line of positionless defenders. And finally, my 3rd sleeper for the 2020 NFL Draft Class on the defensive side of the ball. I'm going to a linebacker here in the Mountain West Conference. His name is Logan Wilson out of Wyoming. He's 6'2", 241 pounds. He has some of the highest football IQ in this draft class. When you watch his tape and you see him defend the run and in the RPO situations, he's amazing at reading the quarterback's eyes and the running back's feet. So I think that he makes an immediate impact as a guy who can stop the run in the NFL. Now, there is some concern that his lower mobility in his hips isn't good enough for him to be in pass coverage. But I did see him make plays when watching his tape to force interceptions and force turnovers. Also, big hits, too, allowed him to be effective at Wyoming. So I think that while his lower mobility is something that he needs to continue to work on so that he can be better in pass situations against tight ends, running backs, and even slot receivers, I think that he comes in immediately as a guy that can play on early downs, 1st and 2nd down, and be great at stopping the run. Think of him as a guy that Cleveland, Pittsburgh, or Cincinnati would want to draft to help limit the explosiveness of Lamar Jackson because he'd be able to help out with the RPO and maybe not keep speed with Lamar Jackson, but get the right angle because of his high football IQ to stop Lamar Jackson, Mark Ingram, and all those speedsters down there in Baltimore. So I think he'd be a great fit for anywhere in the AFC North or any team that's looking to beat Baltimore. He's the kind of linebacker that's going to stop quarterbacks like that. So there's really no price you can put on him. So getting him in the 3rd, 4th, 5th, maybe even 6th round would be a steal. So I really like him here in this draft class. So there you have it. There's 3 defensive sleepers I have for the 2020 NFL draft class. Let me know if you have any more sleepers or if you disagree with any of these guys down below in the comments section. And as always, I'd really appreciate it and love it if you leave a like on this video. And if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. So with that, everybody, enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Have a great day.